The epididymis is the structure that kind of wraps around the outside of the testis, kind of like a half wig. If I were to cut this picture on the right into a transverse cut, I'd see this histological picture here on the left. So this here is the testis, and this here, this half moon or crescent shaped thing, is the epididymis. It really is a coiled tube. And look at how the diameter of the coils in the epididymis, you can see those tubules better, and their diameter is larger. There are also some remnants of the spermatic cord over here, but I'm not 100% sure where the ductus deferens is in there, so I don't want to say the wrong thing. So spermatids, they enter the epididymis from the efferent ductules coming off the root testes. It can take about 20 days to travel through the epididymis. Sometimes spermatozoa will wait there for 40 to 60 days, waiting for an ejaculatory event. You can think of the epididymis kind of as it is like a waiting room where spermatozoa are stored until ejaculation can happen. When ejaculation does happen, the sperm travel through the ductus deferens, then enter the urethra, where they're mixed with fluids from those other accessory glands and prepared for release. If they're not ejaculated, the epididymis will break down the old sperm and recycle their components to the seminiferous tubules. Immature spermatozoa, which are still in the form of spermatids, like not fully formed spermatozoa yet, but those fat little spermatids, they are moved into the epididymis by small waves of peristalsis. Once inside the epididymis, they undergo spermiogenesis, which is where they mature into their final form by shedding their cytoplasm and fully forming their flagella. The epididymis is lined with pseudostratified columnar or simple columnar cells. What's important about them is that they have cilia on them. These cilia move the spermatids along the epididymis despite their level of flagella formation. The fluids in the lumen of the epididymis are different than those in the lumen of the seminiferous tubules. And this makes sense because the epithelial cells of the epididymis adjust the fluid to better facilitate spermiogenesis, whereas the fluids in the seminiferous tubules better facilitate spermatogenesis. The ductus deferens carries spermatozoa upward over the bladder, around the back, and eventually joins with the urethra. Along this journey, those spermatozoa will mix with fluids from the 3 accessory glands and form semen. These fluids contain sugars, enzymes, buffers, a whole lot of stuff. The vas deferens is lined with pseudostratified columnar ciliated epithelial tissue, still retaining those cilia just in case the flagella aren't working well. There's also a very thick layer of smooth muscle surrounding the vas deferens. I feel like it rivals the detrusor muscle around the bladder in its thickness. This smooth muscle is activated during ejaculation to forcefully propel the spermatozoa. The ductus deferens is the structure that's cut during a vasectomy. After a vasectomy, sperm continues to be produced, but it's reabsorbed, recycled, and retained by the epididymis. And physicians can confirm the success of the procedure by monitoring the sperm that's in the epididymis and ensuring that they're being recycled in the epididymis.